This is crazy.
Sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands.
My baby's gone.
And nobody's even looking for her.
Grief feels like fear, but it's not. It's love with no place to go. You need to step back. Something doesn't add up. So much going on beneath the surface. All I've got to do is find out what.
Hi, Sarah. Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for joining me today to talk about Three Pines. I'm such a fan of yours, from Star Trek to SVU and Law and Order. So it's a real treat to speak to you today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, tell us about your character, Agent Nicole. She's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, she is definitely, very eager and excited to be part of this team of detectives. And she's a little bit different than what, if you're a fan of the books, than what you've read in the books. In the book, she's a little bit more, I would say, hard-headed and, likes to do things her own way. And I feel like in this series, she's definitely has more of that awkward and excited feel to her, just excited to be part of the team, which is definitely what I kind of went through when I was getting cast for this.
Well, I think she's almost like childlike. She's very naive.
Yeah, honestly, I describe her as a puppy. She's just really excited to please people and to do the right thing.
Yeah, that line, she wants to kick indoors, and Al Molina's like, this is not a movie.
Yeah, she's like, oh, sorry. She's imagined this moment before many times, I'm sure.
Well, she has to, because it's a murder. It's Agent Nicole's first big case. And there are times when, she's naive and she's inexperienced, but sometimes she comes through for the team, doesn't she?
Absolutely. And I think that's why Inspector Gamache definitely has a liking to her. He knows that she definitely has a different way of thinking, and he does too. So I think that's why he takes her on and really appreciates the ways she solves crimes, because she's definitely a little out of the box, as he is as well.
Yeah, but they come to her town, so she knows her town and her people better than anyone. So they're the fish out of water, not Agent Nicole.
Exactly. Yeah, she knows small town vibes, which is again very similar to, I grew up about an hour where we shot the series, actually. So I kind of understood a little bit of the culture and how it is in a small town. So yeah, I definitely feel like I brought that to the team for sure.
That was exciting because it's a Canadian production, so it was shot nearby where you grew up. That must have been exciting for you.
Yeah, it was very exciting. I grew up just an hour south of Montreal, and then I went to Montreal to do 3 years of theater school. Then I lived in Toronto, then Los Angeles, and coming home to get to do, the biggest role of your career is something really special.
One of my all-time favorites is Al Molina. Tell me about working with him, because he is just a perfectionist, isn't he?
He is a riot to work with. He's so fun. He has that theater troupe spirit to him. He grew up, studying theater, performing in theater. So we definitely felt that ensemble spirit on our set. And he was just so generous with his time, his thoughts. He is incredibly funny. And I just feel like he's this very handsome, proper man with the soul of a teenager.
Also, what I admire about the series is that, living in the Southwest, being born and raised in the Southwest, I have friends that are Navajo, Hopi Indian, Paiute, and the series focuses on missing Indigenous women. That's right from the headlines, isn't it?
It is, yes. So what happened is, when these scripts were being polished and getting ready to be launched in production, is when there was the media finally couldn't ignore that, there was hundreds and thousands of graves, unmarked graves, that were, brought to the attention of the mainstream media. And I think just the timing with the show and, with the history of what's gone on in our country, it was just a great moment to be able to be on set, recognize how important this storyline is, and because we had such a big presence from the Indigenous community, they read every script, they directed, they acted in it, they gave notes. I think that it was a really great opportunity for the rest of the crew to sit back and listen and really just collaborate on these incredible stories. And again, not just highlight, we tend to highlight a lot of Indigenous stories that are tragic. And I think it's really important to highlight also their stories of resilience and strength and community.
And the series is based, of course, on the Louise Penny novels. Was it required reading for you as an actress, or?
Actually it wasn't, but I definitely just, jumped 2 feet into the series of books. I did stop reading them while we were shooting the series, just because my character definitely had a lot of differences from the book series. So I sometimes would get mixed up with storylines. So I took a little break from the books while we were shooting. But as soon as we were done, I jumped back into the books. So I'm at book number 8 right now. And I wasn't aware of Louise Penny before I auditioned for the series. But now that I am, I'm just, this whole other world has opened up for me. It's
Me
intense.
too. I've watched the first couple episodes. I'm gonna go find the books. I'm very eager to read them, and it's just I love discovering new things like this. But when I'm last, on the bandwagon here, everyone's been raving about these books. I was doing a lot of research, so I'm excited. Three Pines on Prime Video, streaming now. Congratulations, and what an excellent series. So it's such a thrill to speak to you today, Sarah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and I'm really excited for everyone to check it out.
Thanks so much. Let's talk again soon, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, take care. Thank you.
Bye.